So many people are talking about this. I have no idea what's going on. So let's go ahead and just get right into it from Asmongold. I don't know who he's reacting to, but this is a reaction to a reaction. The meta runs deep around here. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications.
This was crazy, bro.
You can give everyone here like a $50,000 check, especially people that are in the streets who are committing
I'd like a $50,000 check.
violent crimes consistently. A $50,000 check, it's not going to fix anything. It's
Yeah.
not going to increase the median household
True.
income in the next 10 years by 10% or
Why does that have to be said?
20%. For example, we have the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. We prevented Chinese people from getting citizenship and even entering the country. We discriminated against them and basically put them under apartheid, even here in the United States. Yet they have the highest median household income.
Do you know what criminals are gonna do if you give them $50,000? They're gonna use that money for criminal stuff. Because the $50,000, that's gonna be gone like that. With people who don't know anything about money, they're just gonna immediately spend it and be right back in the situation that they were in.
How is that possible? How come they don't complain and feel entitled consistently to beg for reparations and beg for this when they are killing each other 90% of the time, which is the rate that black people kill each other according to the FBI?
Oh, young Matt.
88%.
Yet white people are the oppressors.
I'm not sure where your education came from, but they lied to you.
What?
Stats don't lie.
What?
She like, nope, fake. That shit, nope, no, no.
It's funny because this show, whatever this is fact-checking Jubilee. I've seen a lot of stuff from Jubilee. Destiny's been on Jubilee. Is where they get like two groups that argue with each other. But I just think it's funny that the show is fact-checking him, and he was right. And she's like, nope, that's a lie.
Nope.
Statistics lie all the time. So let's start there, particularly when the statistics are coming from
Statistics lie all the time, so let me give you some more statistics.
these sources that gain from the statistics being shown a different
Yeah.
way. So if you're going to start your argument on
Dude, she's right, though. She is right about that. I have to... Bro, my roommate, man. Bless his heart. He's not very smart when it comes to media and internet culture. And he's one of the people that thinks that we should ban video games because it causes children to riot in the streets. And I'm just like, what? No? You think if we're going to let your child play GTA 5 or GTA 6 that he's just going to immediately start stealing cars and punching random people in the streets? It doesn't work like that. And he's like, well, statistics show that it desensitizes people. What statistics? Show me. Because I will show you the statistics that show the exact opposite of that.
stats don't lie, you've already lost the argument. They lie.
haven't, though.
They lie all the time. One, comparing Chinese people who are immigrants that made a choice to come to the United States and comparing the continued effort of black people to
So the people, well, I don't even understand.
ground themselves in a nation that continues to make impediments for them to show and live and exist in their true citizenship is
Okay, go back to Africa then. Go back to Africa. You don't want to be here.
a false equivalency.
I don't believe that happens at all. No one here is in.
Are you
being
acting
impinged on
right now?
anything.
Do you
I'm
really
I'm
believe
telling
this?
the truth. There's
This is what happens when Twitter meets reality. This is exactly what happens, false equivalence. Well, the thing is that, I mean, again, none of the Chinese people that were oppressed under, the law of 1882.
This guy looks like that instead of doing a bunch of criminal shit whenever he was in high school, he was playing basketball and doing all the sports and like doing all the extracurricular activities. He did it right.
Exist anymore. They're all dead. It's the same as every single black person that was a victim of slavery is dead too, at least in America. There's still slavery in other places of the world. But yeah, they're all
True.
dead.
Long dead. Generations and generations and generations ago.
This is it.
It's not like it happened just a couple generations ago. No. Like hundreds of years at this point.
This is a dead issue. Like anybody that's living in this is like, it's not even that at all.
There's no systemic.
Yeah, if you are still living with the slave mindset that your people were slaves to the white man, then you're fucking retarded and you're cooked and you're never gonna get anywhere in life.
Racism that I've experienced here in
What
America.
about the Japanese who U.S. put into camps? Yeah, exactly. And that was in the 40s, too.
We don't ever talk about those.
Well, to be fair,
What about the Irish people? We didn't exactly put them in camps, but we almost got to that point. There were too many Irish people coming over here at one point.
they did get reparations for that. And I think it's fair that they got reparations for that.
America. What system is racist? I think the only racism we've actually seen recently, systemic racism that we've seen, is the application of systemic racism against white people. The University of Western Washington, for example, has been trying to segregate.
The amount of jobs that I was denied because I'm white. Also because I have long hair. That's a different story. That's for different areas. The white people won't hire me because I got long hair and a beard and, like, I don't know, I just look like a violent person, I guess, to people. I have no idea. I could not tell you why people don't like me. Like, why old white people don't like me. I don't know. Explain that one to me. And then, when it comes to white people in the cities, they won't hire me because I'm white. They're fine that they're white. They can be on top if they want. But they don't want other white people in there. They want to be the top white, and everybody else be below them and be black, or whatever color. Usually black.
Dormitories, using black-only dormitories because black people feel safer amongst each other. But they're more likely to kill each other than white people are ever to kill them. That's just the truth.
This lady's a fucking bitch, by the way. The way she's looking at him like, that dude, fuck you. I wouldn't do this. Like, I would, like, if I was this guy, I would immediately be going in on how much of a bitch this cunt is.
You have King Von rapping about killing other black men. Why should I think that the white man is the oppressor when black men are more likely to kill me?
Oh my
Tell me.
God, this is scary. You need to think about me as your mama.
Dude, bro, she keeps, like, reacting to the things that he's saying. She is so emotional. She's so mad.
Do not talk to me in that fashion. So let's check that now.
Okay.
It's crazy to me
Don't talk to me in that fashion. I can be a bitch to you all that I want. But you can't do anything to me.
that, you know what this seems like to me? This is like a soundboard.
She's sitting there while he's explaining stuff. And then she's like, you don't act like that to me. Like, fuck you. Fuck you.
It's like a soundboard of a dumb person that thinks that they're clever.
Yep.
It's like, this is the kind of way that you...
And she's not actually even saying anything. She's just saying reactionary words.
to talk to somebody on the internet, but whenever it actually comes into like a public conversation, you realize...
I guarantee you there's going to be somebody in the comments that'll be like, well, you're the one saying the reactionary words. I am a reaction channel. That is what this is for. They're supposed to be having a debate.
how obnoxious and patronizing and self-defeating this type of rhetoric is. She's trying to belittle him. She's yeah, because she's stupid. That's the reason why.
Okay, so
she's more
on
than
a basic
stupid.
level, we have to understand
She's
that systemic
retarded.
racism is grounded in the realities that Black people have not been considered an equal human being in this country
By who? Who says this?
since its onset. So there's simply no
So
way
not even today.
to make the argument that there isn't systemic racism, and we have seen
There's no way to make the argument because I said it's not true.
in very clear ways
Yeah.
the system operate in an organically racist way. Do not cut me off. When
Yeah, sure. And so anyway,
Don't cut me off, but I'm going to cut you off while you're talking.
there's another person. See, and this is the problem that people like this have, like this young guy, is that he tries to be respectful and listen to other people's perspectives. With people like her, you can't do that. They're lying retards that don't care about the truth. They don't care about the truth. They don't care about any sort of...
And it's not even really that they don't know the truth. They don't know the truth. It's like they're in their own little world, their own universe. They want things to work how they say they should work. And if they don't, then it's wrong.
of objectivity. They don't care about anything other than pushing what they believe. That's it. And they want to bully
That's exactly what I said, but a different way.
and attack and criticize and demonize anybody that they disagree with. That's all there is to it.
Dude, there's so many ways
Look
you
at the
could say
YouTube comments;
this.
they're insane.
It means the exact same thing.
I will after this. Watch
Yep.
this one.
So
This-
why is that
This is the one that I've been seeing.
fair for people who never had slaves, who fought against slavery, to have to pay for people that had slaves?
one, from my understanding, you are more interested in preserving the fairness of those who didn't have slaves than the fairness of those who are the descendants of slaves. That is priority to you than finding a fair way to.
This is
Oh, dude, I guarantee you. Okay, go through the family trees of a bunch of these people. You will find out that they are not actually descendants from slaves. All black people in America are not descendants from slaves. Sure, maybe most of them. But I guarantee you, these bitches like this that fight so hard for these things aren't even actually descendants of slaves.
an optical argument. Again, this is what I'm saying, is people like this, they only think about how things sound, not what they are.
Uh-huh.
It's all optics.
Accommodate those who have been the descendant of slaves.
Well, our ancestors wasn't asking for handouts. They were asking for equal opportunity, and we have equal opportunity in this
Oh, well, you don't want that. Uh-oh.
country. We had a black president, just in case you didn't know. We had a black president, and we had a black vice
Donald
president.
Trump.
I mean, I think she was black.
Fuck yeah,
They said
man.
she was black.
Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, both of them are black.
I don't know. So we had a black president, and you know who voted for that black man? White people, because you can't win a popular election in this country without white people. So Barack Obama is the prime.
You can't win a popular election without white people. You can't win a popular election without black people, without Mexicans, without Asians. If you lose any one of those groups, you're probably going to lose.
Of white people. So
Yeah.
so let's
He's
get
half
off
white.
this thing where, oh, America is so racist. What's making America so racist is people that continue to talk about racism
I wonder what this chick thinks about white people.
and continue to focus on racism.
Wonder what she
And
thinks about
He's
me.
right about this, is that the people like her that they constantly push racism shit and they constantly complain about everything. And the reason why, see, like a lot of
Yeah, these people that push racism are the actual racists.
people don't understand the economy that this creates. The reason why people like her complain about racism is that it gets them attention and it makes people do what they want.
Uh-huh.
And to the extent that they get attention and people
All power
capitulate to
play. And it's all about money.
their demands whenever they cry about racism,
I guarantee you what she's doing here, her talking about all this shit, this is what she does for a job. This is how she makes her money.
well, then they're going to keep doing it because it works.
instead of focusing on unity and bringing our country forward, people that have this liberal mindset are infecting
Just a minute. Where's my spider? Oh, there he is. There he is. He moved. Okay, never mind. He's good.
our communities, black people, and making
Let me move back.
you to focus on racism instead of focusing on unity and bringing our country forward. People that are
These people don't want unity because unity means that their power structure doesn't exist anymore.
If we had unity, these people would be poor like the rest of us.
Their entire apparatus of influence and authority comes from grievance.
By the way, when I say these people, I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about the woke freaks like this chick, not black people like the dude that she's talking to.
These people are professional problem havers.
Uh-huh. And I don't even see them as black people. There's something different. They are something way different. Officer Tatum, the Hodge twins, this guy, 50 Cent, those are black people. This lady is a fucking freak and a demon.
That's all they do. So they will never relinquish that because in doing so, they relinquish their power.
Yep.
this liberal mindset are infecting our communities, black people, and making us victims and not victors. I
guy's fucking
refuse
awesome.
to
That
embrace
was a
a victim
badass
mentality
mustache.
because that's not what our grandparents and Harriet Tubman and those people fought for. They fought for
Do
equal
not bring up
opportunity.
Harriet Tubman's name in vain, baby. Please.
They said the
Harriet
Lord's
Tubman,
name in vain.
Harriet
The
Tubman,
Lord's name.
Harriet Tubman
Right?
was literally
Dude, this guy's fucking based. Okay.
literally saving
Don't take Harriet Tubman's name in vain. But she takes the Lord's name in vain.
her family and others
Okay.
from slavery.
Yeah. You know who helped her? White people.
You know who helped her?
Woo!
Man.
Fuck. Fuck, got her.
Man.
Got her.
Fucking got him.
They were on the Underground Railroad.
No,
said, come on in,
no.
come
You
on
know
in.
who helped her?
Come on in. the
No,
back.
you know who helped her?
God.
She goes, no, no. Every time.
Here's a little fun fact. Harriet Tubman used to knock out babies because if they'd start crying, then people would find them. So they just knock them the fuck out. Kind of fucked up, but I get it. Because, like, I'd rather have one crying baby knocked out and all this whole group survive and all of these babies survive than keep that kid crying and then everybody's just fucking dead.
This is what I find is funny is that every time somebody says something that makes like what she's saying just sound like bullshit. No. 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 No.
And
People who benefit from white supremacy. One of the things
It's a
that
lie.
Wait, what?
That chick, yeah, that chick
Underground
turned was
Railroad.
like,
No,
what
no,
the
no,
fuck?
you know who helped her?
Come on in.
No,
Why is she
you
the
know
one
who helped
talking?
her?
God and Harriet.
People who benefit from white
I
supremacy.
love this guy.
So people who helped Harriet Tubman in the Underground Railroad to rescue slaves did it because they benefited from white supremacy. Damn, bro, like what? God damn, bro, you gotta put your brain in a microwave to figure that one out. For a while.
Yeah. Actually, they didn't want to help black people. They were really just helping themselves. Because they knew that the tides were turning and they'd have to be on top. They'd have to be on top of all this so they could have the power. That's what she's saying. Fucking retard.
Damn, what the fuck? That's wild. Damn.
One of the things
It's a
that
lie.
we,
White
one of the-
supremacy is
one of
a
the-
lie.
No, sir,
It's
that's
a
simply
lie.
not
There's
true.
no such. I mean, there's
If that
some-
were not the case, then we wouldn't see the continued effort of colonialism and white people placing themselves in positions of power
You
when
know
they
why
do
they're
not
in
have the
position of
power.
power? Because
Let
their
me hear this.
culture, black culture, is toxic. The
Oh,
black
she did not like that.
Yeah, where's the black culture that's putting black people in positions of power? I don't see this. I don't see anywhere that there's a culture that's trying to prop up black people. The only thing that I see in the black cultures is like gang activity and gang power. And I'm not even saying that's what black culture is. That's what black people say black culture is. There's more than just that for black culture. There's more than just the gang activity for black culture. But nobody ever talks about the real black culture. Except for, you know, the types of guys that's like, the black guy on the block, he's the one who does all the best barbecues. I mean, that's part of black culture, you know? There's a lot of cool things like that that's part of black culture. Nobody ever talks about those. Everybody always wants to talk about the bad shit of any culture.
She did not like that at all. Damn.
culture is toxic. We have produced a culture that is toxic. And let's get on the fact that there's no fathers
So
in
white
the black
culture
home.
is-
Let's
Stop,
talk about
stop,
that.
stop,
Fucking
stop.
true so much. That is the actually biggest problem is there's no fathers.
No. No.
She can't handle
No.
Bro.
No. Not.
I see why everybody's talking about this now. This is fucking great.
No.
These guys are going to be getting interviews constantly now. Oh, man. These guys are fucking awesome.
That's it. That's the argument. No.
Let's talk
Stop,
about that.
stop.
Let's talk about that.
None of this is gonna work if y'all are just gonna sit here and make up shit.
We having
it's
a
not
debate.
gonna work. No, a debate
You're-
has to
you're-
be in fact.
That's fucking great. If y'all are just going to sit here and make up shit when she doesn't even have, her only thing is like whatever the other person says, she denies it. That's her thing. That's her argument.
You're
You are
putting off
literally
emotional
not,
liberalism
I am
right
not
now.
putting off emotional liberalism. You're
Yeah.
Yes,
putting
you
off
are.
unfounded lies
That's what y'all
based
do. Y'all
in
start saying
conservatism.
misinformation. Remember they
It
did the
is
misinformation thing all summer where everything
Look at this
conservatives
man.
did. They said
Fucking
carrying a
misinformation.
machine
Thanks,
around.
dude.
He's totally right about this.
Yes.
And this is the thing is like this guy is completely equipped to handle her in a way that the previous guy, he was too polite, he was too reasonable. This guy's dealt with bitches like this before. He's probably dealt with somebody like this for his whole life. He knows what the boss mechanics are. Yeah, he knows how to handle this shit. You just throw it. Yeah, exactly, right?
Your neck of an apartheid nation that actively
Pose
wants
This guy strikes me as a guy who had a father.
to
Yeah,
harm
true.
black people and
What about the
non-Jewish
apartheid?
people.
What
But
about
let
when-
me bring it
what
back.
about when
Let
black
me bring
people
it
were
back.
selling black people
Let me
in
bring
Africa
it. That was not happening
and
in
put
the
them in
They
context.
did not do it. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. No, it was. Were there white people in Africa? What do you mean? Damn.
that you're saying.
No.
And they were
Let
selling
me
their
bring
own
it
people.
back.
Black people still sell
Okay.
their own people today too. By
I don't
the
know
way,
if I'm gonna last.
We're selling our own
I
people.
can't. I don't know if I'm
You
gonna
probably won't
last.
last with me.
I won't.
Yeah, she doesn't want to talk about modern Africa. These black people don't know anything about Africa. They don't know anything. I think I've met in total like 3 black people who actually knew anything about Africa. And it's not like a black people thing. It's just like, it might just be a poor people thing, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm poor. I've always been poor. I don't know. I guess I'm one of the smart poors. I wouldn't even say that because I'm fucking retarded too.
Because your ignorance is so
See, y'all-
overwhelming.
She go, no, no, no. No, no.
Liberals, y'all start name calling when y'all
No,
getting
it's
defeated
not
in an
lane
argument.
Oh,
calling. You
God.
won't have an argument because you keep cutting me off.
Oh, well, that's fine if they don't let me come
You
back
won't
up.
even.
I made my
you won't.
point.
You didn't make.
Dude, he's made so many points. She has made no points. Her only point has been no. This is all lies. And then she never backs it up with anything.
I made my point.
You haven't
And
made
I'm
your
okay
point.
with being
And let me
voted
just
out.
tell you about your point.
Yeah.
You started off saying we believe in hard work.
Yeah.
And we believe in being compensated.
Reparations
Right.
is not though. Reparations is not hard work. It's stealing. It's Robin Hood.
You said
Yeah, exactly. And also, it's not gonna do anything. They'll spend it immediately. I know. How did it go with the stimulus checks? Did that actually help anybody? Or did they just spend it on bullshit? Because everybody that I know, they ended up getting like a new TV, new phone, whole bunch of new shit. They went to Walmart as soon as that check dropped and they spent the entire thing.
you believe in hard work.
Yes.
And you believe in being compensated for hard work.
Yes.
But you didn't do anything. You didn't work or do anything. White.
By the way, I don't just know white people. I know lots of black people. And I'm lumping those guys in too. My black friend bought a new TV with the stimulus check. With the other stimulus checks, video games, streaming services, posters. You got a couple of books. Like, this poor people aren't trying to get rich. They would like to be rich. They'd like to have an infinite money glitch. But they like spending money and having experiences more than actually having the money.
What? Who? What do you mean?
Were slaves compensated for their work?
They weren't compensated for their work. But why should
That-
people who are sitting at home playing video games,
Yeah.
smoking marijuana,
Are you sitting at
be
home
giving
playing a video game?
checks?
Are
But
you
no, the
sitting at
people that
home
they-
playing a video
the
game?
people that they wanted
Am I
reparations
sitting at home
for-
playing a video game? No.
It'd be better if you were. I'll tell you that. No, entitled loser. Yeah, exactly. So anyway,
I
yeah,
disagree with the video games thing. Sitting at home playing video games, smoking marijuana. I'd rather black people be doing that than going out and being criminals. And to be fair, I don't know any black criminals. Well, I mean, any like actual criminals. I mean, everybody commits crimes. So technically everybody is criminal. But the black guy I'm talking about specifically, my black friend, I mean, he's a criminal in the way that he smokes pot and he's not supposed to because he's in a state where it's illegal. But he has a job. He works. He just plays video games all the time and watches anime, which is like, that's my kind of black guy, you know? A black guy that plays video games, watches anime. Oh man, we'll make friends like that.
so sad. It really is. Instead of bringing up the past, how about people address current
I don't
ongoing
think it's
issues
sad.
that
I
oppress
don't
people?
think it's all that sad. I think these people are just like fucking retarded, you know? I think it's funny. I think it's funny that these people exist. I think we should think that they're retarded and humiliate them and laugh at them. I think getting mad, screaming at them, like, it just causes them to scream back and try and scream louder. If you get into a shouting match with a bitch, she's probably gonna win. But if you laugh at her and humiliate her, she's gonna stop. She's gonna get away from you because she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that feeling. Bitches like to be mad. They like to be screaming and throwing things and crying. But they don't like to be made fun of. They don't like to be humiliated. And they will change their act eventually if you humiliate them enough.
Of color currently? Well, there's very rarely anything that actually systematically oppresses any group of people. Like, it's extremely uncommon. Like, you have racist police officers here and there, and there's, like, demographic advantages. Like, for example, if a certain demographic is a lot poorer or a lot richer, they're going to have access, on average, to more or less legal legal representation, for example. But that's not really something.
You want my advice to black people? Here's my only advice to all black people. Get out of the cities. Get out of the cities. Go to a small town. And if you think you can't afford to leave the city and go to a small town, think how much you're paying in rent. Take that rent. That's going to be your first month's rent, last month's rent, your security deposit, your first bill, all together in one. And you're still going to have money left over. How much I was paying in rent at my last house? It was $600 for a house with a big yard. And the landlord never fucked with me. And the neighbors were on the other side of my big yard. I didn't have to fuck with them. $600 a month. Utilities included. How about that? You move to the city that's right next to that small town that I was living in. Same situation would cost you about $3,000 a month. You want to get an apartment for $600, you're going to have one room, the bathroom's going to suck, the air conditioner's barely going to work, it's going to work just good enough for it to be legal. Everything's going to be just good enough, and there's going to be a slight smell of mildew, constantly. That's what you're going to get for $600 in a city. Unless you're in New York. That's what you get for $2,000 in New York.
Something that's based off of race, that's something that's based off of income. And if you address the income thing, you solve it for all races. So there's very rarely anything that's actually negatively affecting
income has nothing to do with it. I can be making $50 a month as long as I can stretch that $50. You know what I mean? It's not about how much we're getting paid. It's about how much the money is worth that we're spending. So we don't just pay people more. We can't just give people more money. We have to make actual life better. It does not matter the amount of money you give people.
Specific race of people. And so, yeah, slavery ended in 1865. Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was. And it's all economic. Primarily, it is. It is primarily economic. How many people out there do you think that think like she does? Oh, there's a lot of people that think like she does. But again, you have to understand that the reason why she thinks like she does and the reason why she advocates and talks like this is because people put up with it. Like, that's the reason why. Is that being an obnoxious, annoying person like this is something that it's very popular. It's very popular, and people put up with it.
Yeah, people either put up with it or they think exactly like her.
Now, as soon as people stop putting up with it, then it goes away. But the issue now is that people do put up with it because they're afraid to call it out.
So why is that fair?
And now you have people calling it out, and that's really what's changing. Do you think?
Yeah, I think we need black people like this guy, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them out there. I think they need to get onto social media and start posting videos telling black people to quit their shit.
She believes what she's saying? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Another reason she thinks the way she does is because she doesn't think. Yeah, clearly. And yeah, anything that cuts someone short and deserves something based on talent and merit, race and gender is bad for society. Also happens to be racist. Yeah, I think so, of course. I mean, that's the way it is with anything. A lot of issues have historic roots, so history can be useful for understanding a problem. Going back to history for the solution is not the way. Historical solutions were horrible. I think you bring up a good point, yeah, is that a lot of historical problems, yeah, a lot of problems do emerge from history, but going back and trying to solve them that way doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think
we should just move on. Move on, do new things. We are in a different place than we were, even just 10 years ago. Like, let's just always do different things. Let's not focus on the past. We look at the past for the mistakes that we made, and we don't make those mistakes again. That's it.
That definitely makes a lot of sense. Absolutely. And what about black soldiers, World War II? They can get a fair shake of the GI Bill when we're denied mortgages and the opportunity to buy property via federally sponsored redlining. I don't think anybody would deny that, like, for example, if there's a black person that's still alive that wasn't given the GI Bill because they were black, I don't think anybody would say that that person shouldn't get their money. Everybody would agree with that. I mean, I can't think of anybody that would be against that. So the problem is that this is the issue, is that it's the idea of generational reparations. That's why, for example, and like the reason why I say what I did is it's the same thing as the internment camps, for example. I think that it makes a lot of sense that if you can quantify the value that somebody has lost because of some sort of policy, then it should make sense that that person gets that money back.
You know who I think deserves reparations? I think maybe, sure. Let's entertain the fact that black people should get some reparations. Maybe certain black people, definitely not all of them. But you know who really, really deserves it? Native Americans. Do you know why? Because they have reservations. We took their land. We gave them reservations. Sure. We didn't really steal it. We kind of just tricked them into giving us their land, and we just kind of strong-armed them into giving us the rest of their land over the years, and we're still doing it. And we're destroying Native American communities right now. Native American leaders are destroying Native American communities for money. Diabetes is actually a huge, huge fucking problem in the Native American communities. Nothing's being done. We're taking their land. We're keeping them poor, not giving them enough opportunity. So many people are just like living in trailer parks. So many Native American communities are just straight up trailer parks, and they're just living miserable lives. And it fucking sucks. They deserve reparations more, in my opinion. We actually went to war with Native Americans. We didn't go to war with black people.
But that's not something that's necessarily race-based. That's like if somebody gets falsely imprisoned, they should get the money back for the time that they lost. This isn't necessarily a race-based decision. It's simply righting wrongs that were done systematically. And that's really what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Yeah, I see why everybody was talking about that now. That was great. That was absolute cinema. Dude, those guys, based. The first guy, I think he needs to grow some bigger balls. That second guy, he's the final boss for that bitch. She got fucking owned, man. Love to see it. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for all notifications.